child. No. Oh my gosh.
So this
Oh,
is how
bro.
justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got
Oh
mine too.
no. Yo, the opera house is going to be a freaking murder scene at this point. Holy. God, child. Oh man. That does not look good at all.
He's activating his spell legacy!
Yo.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Oh my god. God damn. What the hell just happened? Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! What's up, guys? This is Wild One, and welcome back here to my freaking YouTube channel. And we're now finally back here once again to Genshin Impact. So it has actually been a while once again. Well, I think I am now already able to actually follow my regular YouTube schedule of uploading weekly. So far, I'm still trying to find another game for me to actually play here. So far, I have already bought The Walking Dead Definitive Edition, but yeah, I'm not even so sure if I wish to actually play it here. But yeah, I think I'll actually be streaming it on Twitch instead. So be sure to actually check out my Twitch as well if you guys are actually interested. So yeah, today we are just going to be continuing with the Archon quest that until today I haven't finished. So far, hold on, is that a freaking bird that can we kill it? I'm guessing we probably can. Well, it's already way too far out, so it's fine. Did he really just leave the eggs? He literally just left his children, but hey, I guess I guess that's supposed to be normal. Okay, so we're just going to be finishing this Archon quest. We're still in Act 2 and we're nowhere near in Act 3, I believe. So anyways, we are just going to be continuing as night rain falls without reason. So apparently in the last video, a child literally has gotten himself into freaking court. I have no idea how he literally gotten himself into the court. Apparently they are actually believing that the Fatu is behind the freaking women's disappearances case and the freaking case about the freaking people turning to water thingamajig. So yeah, we actually have Navia going into the freaking court to try and settle things down right there. Apparently, she has given us a task of actually going into the freaking depths of well, our investigation. In this case, we are just going to be going in guns blazing in the freaking headquarters of the dudes that has actually probably has connection with the death of her father, I think. I actually forgot the name of their HQ, but yeah. We should actually be going right here.
According to Malus's info, the synth production base is
Okay,
underwater.
it's the freaking synth production. So it's apparently the freaking drug that turns people into crazy stuff. And yeah, the thing is that there is a connection with that drug and with the freaking serial disappearances and the freaking people turning into water stuff. Yeah, I can't believe that it that those two different things actually has a connection. Oh, okay, there's an entrance right there.
Finally found
Okie
it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base.
Is it just
It
me or
sure
there's
doesn't
literally an
seem
echo?
out of the ordinary at all.
How the hell are you talking underwater, Paimon? Yes, but I'm sure what we find inside will be extraordinary.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms.
Yeah, please no, because I actually
Navia's
hate
probably
underwater
arguing up a storm right now to
physics,
stall
or
for
should I
us.
say underwater um fighting mechanics. So yeah. Okay, meanwhile, inside the Opera Eclise. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So we're moving into Navia's POV.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've
Oh
ever
my
received.
gosh. So Chad literally just
When I privately
wants to
sparred
literally
with her
fight
last
with
time,
Clorend
she was
instead.
obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydra
Would you
Archon wants
try
to
and,
lecture me on
be
the ways
serious
of the
right
Opera
here?
House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Oh my gosh.
No. That's not what
Yeah,
I
Purina
meant.
doesn't like fighting, I guess.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on?
Hey yo.
Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now.
Man.
I'm not here to argue
Navia's
with
the
you.
boss.
I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures
Oh
anyway.
my god.
So I'll take you up on that offer.
Oh yes.
So, Your Honor,
Child
is
is
there
literally the
nothing
type
else for
that
me to
will
do
just
now?
choose a
You may
duel
take a seat
rather
for now
than
in the
freaking
audience.
sit
That
in
doesn't
court
mean the
and get
suspicions
bored
against you have been
and get
lifted.
bored to death. Yeah, he's
Now
literally
then,
the
Miss
type to
Navia,
just pretty much
Who
go
is the
ahead
person you
and
would like to charge instead?
fight Clorand
That
without an
person
issue.
is...
Oh? Okie dokie. Okay, so it's time for us to actually choose on who the freaking possible culprit might be. Based on evidence, who is the true culprit behind the serial disappearance of young woman? Hold on, this is actually an important
Something's not
thing right
right.
here.
Let me think.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so apparently her testimony isn't freaking important as much. The freaking case records. Also. Okay, so let's just go with Marcel right here. Oh no. Yeah, let's go with theory. Also wrong. Okay, fine then. Let's go with Marcel. Okay, there you go.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What Confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type
Oh
situation?
my god.
Please let me remind you, Miss
The
Navia,
people in the
that
crowd,
charging someone is an
actually
incredibly
like this.
serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails,
Yeah, I think
depending
she's
on the
aware of that.
circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In
Oh
that
my
case,
gosh,
I'll
I
declare
hope
the
we are
charge to be
100%
valid.
correct.
Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
God damn.
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Oh man, the man is gonna get freaking arrested immediately. Oh wait,
Mr.
no,
Marcel,
detained
you will
immediately.
not require an attorney.
Holy.
Is that correct?
Yeah, welcome to the freaking court,
Apologies.
bruh.
It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to
Oh
take
man,
everyone back
this
to
is
3
getting
years ago,
exciting, not
to
gonna
the
lie.
case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big
Arena is
picture yet.
so
Even
confused
I'm
whatever's going on right
struggling
now.
to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Maison Gardiennage? Oh man.
On the day of the
Holy.
murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere.
Okay, so this is the
During
past
the banquet,
case.
all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
Which he in turn
Callus was
lost.
defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
So apparently he died through injuries,
Only
not
the motive to
death
kill was
penalty.
Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the
Alright,
time.
we're connecting the dots.
However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Okie dokie, here we go. The day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by Confrérie of Cabriere. Oh, we can actually use these. Refute?
The testimony of the victim's family
Okay.
confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
Man. Okay, we're winning. Okay. Yeah. Clothing of an unknown person.
This
Okay, there you go.
assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Oh boy. Okay, we have another one. So that is really not gonna get accepted, eh? So primordial
A pile of
seawater.
clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing
Alright.
this, the true culprit
There you
caused
go.
the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Damn. Holy, we winning, folks.
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide
Oh,
a
man.
rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Damn, this
I may not have
lady.
the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Probably.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good
they
would that
didn't.
do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth
Navia's the
and stepped up to the challenge,
Holy.
I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Oh my!
I don't need your apology,
Putting her on the
your
spot,
guilt,
eh?
or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Man.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor.
Man.
The two cases are
I swear the
connected via a
freaking
matter of
audience
timing.
is so entertaining here.
In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
Man.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
He actually does have a point.
Don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings
Man.
as he neared the end
Yo,
of his
where's
life.
the traveler when
But
you
aren't
need
you
him?
going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Oh man,
So you do know that name.
we got him.
Merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was
Dude,
waiting
your
for you to say
reaction
that.
was literally freaking on point. Oh man. Now we're moving back right here. Dude, never mind that. I want to literally stay in the freaking court. I want to watch how that freaking goes. Dude, that was a lot more entertaining than I actually even thought. Okay, hold on. Is this even the place? Yes, it is. Sadly, I was not able to take the freaking hydroculus. But hey, I guess it's fine. Okay. Alright. We literally just jumped out of the water right there. What the hell is this? Party setup. Oh, we can actually mess around with the freaking entire party. Okay. Very, very nice. Okay. It seems like we have a fight on our hands.
Justice will prevail. Going in.
Come on.
Storm the front. Now you shall perish.
Yep, that was quick. What did that do? Okay. We are moving up.
Because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Jeez Louise, this place is huge, not gonna lie. Oh man, look at that. This is like a freaking aquarium.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way.
How are we even going even up?
Hit a mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Yeah, how are we even keep on going up even though that when we took a dip into the ocean, it's not even that shallow. Oh wait, there's something underneath. Ayo. Hold on. We need to use something as a freaking point of attack. There you go. Sorry there, fish. Okay. Alright. We are out of the water. Well, almost. There you go. Now we're out. Okay. Man! Yo, this this hits hard. God damn.
Now we can swim to the top. But
Okay.
this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Yeah, there's still a freaking thingamajig right here. Yo, I really like the fact that we are literally jumping straight out of the water like a freaking dolphin. Oh man. Okay. Here are a few robots right here. I have no idea what they're called. Because I haven't played Genshin for a while. I probably must have only forgotten what they are actually literally called as. Also, well, seems like my build is not even dealing as much damage as I actually expected, or it used to. Come on. Okay. There you go. You know what? Since we are also in the heat of battle, and I have way too much of this stuff, we might as well just use them. Because why not? Use and give some more food. Okay, there you go. Come on, we're going up. Okie dokie. Yo, the locking mechanism animation looks very good. It's literally a huge upgrade. Yeah, look at that. If you do not think that freaking Chavrus is now a dolphin, I don't know what will. Yeah, yeah, look at the way how we literally get out of the water. Oh man. Hold on, we're going down? We are going down. Ooh. I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh man. Yeah, this place is full of mechanisms and whatnot. Yeah, this is indeed a big ass factory.
Stop right there! Let's light it up! Glory to the Shogun! Insolent.
Ow.
I'm going in! You asked for it! Now you shall
Come on, we got
There's
this.
no escape!
Okay, there you go. Now I feel that extra surge power. Okie dokie. We are moving. By the way, guys, in case if you guys are actually curious, I am still using the freaking official team, but it's only for the Abyss.
The mastermind isn't here.
He's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Okay, freaking evidence, eh?
Whoa. There's so much synth here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There are so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Food flavored sin? What? Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce sins. That's all you're going to say, bruh? A popular potion circulating quite widely. Yeah, you mean a popular drug. Okay.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
God damn! Calm down, Paimon! Holy.
terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone. You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Okay, the goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vignea, who was dissolved.
So that's why he did all of these experiments. Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
There's another name here. Oh, Vasha. Yeah, isn't that the freaking thing that another yeah, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, we actually had that freaking hallucination in near the freaking fountain.
Huh?
Actually calling
Isn't
for
that
the name
you learned by
Vasher.
the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
He is the researcher.
You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Yes, he's one of a bunch of the experiment reports.
So that's it! Vache was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Okay. Okay, what's next? I have no idea what this is. Examine the pool.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
That must be water from the primordial sea.
This is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Man. So synth is also made of this primordial water.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jack's case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it. This should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
Okie dokie. But there isn't even anything here that we can actually put on freaking the dude's case. Okay, what about this one? We should actually put it on Marcel somehow.
Really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
That's probably from the victims. There's a name too.
Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
Yeah, that's the thing. They probably belong to the victims.
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
Okay, missing persons' possessions.
We've
Holy.
looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But
Who really is this Vasher?
We haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
But maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Shooting! Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Jeez. Okie dokie. So we already know we looked at that one. We also examined the table. We have examined the pool. We have examined this. What else are we missing then? Okay, we pretty much actually have an extra skill right here that I just saw. Wait, there are more objects?
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Roger, Dodger. After some time...
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Why are you looking for snacks? Paimon, I found it.
Really?
What'd you find?
Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw.
Man.
It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet, too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
She made a list of baby names. Whoa.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out. Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was... Marcel. Wait.
Oh, wait.
Marcel's pretty old.
Marcel
Has this case been going on for so long that
is
he's
the
Vache
freaking...
and Vinier's grown son?
Dude! Paimon just called it. Freaking Vacher's son is actually Marcel. So it all started with Vacher and pretty much went to Marcel. Dude! I figured it out. Let's go! Yeah, we helping Navia now. Come on, come on, come on. What do you mean you haven't figured it out? Use that peanut brain of yours. Holy!
And whose image do
Yo,
you see?
things are gonna
Marcel?
get ugly.
Is it a man named Vache?
Oh man, here we
Oh.
go.
So you do know that name.
So we're back here again.
Merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, right on
As
time.
expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette.
No, Nervalette is
Given
now
their
freaking
confidence, I
enraged.
expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Yo, we are ruining his court. You say you've never heard of Vasha. Okay. Hold on. Where is that freaking notebook? Yeah. Let's give this. Come on.
But the truth of it, Marcel,
Oh,
is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
God damn.
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past
God
also
damn.
dismantles your prior time.
Holy.
Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
Yo. This is now the best freaking scene that I have literally have here in Genshin.
So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Oh, you just admitted now?
What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me.
I was actually wrong.
Decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were
is
laughing
actually
at me.
Vacher.
They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama.
Well, this made things easier since he's now literally admitting everything.
Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignier.
Oh my gosh, he's going to use the freaking water as a weapon now.
Vignier! Please,
approach him slowly because, yeah, he still has some water.
All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Oh man, we just ended it all.
The man now known as
just
Marcel was
right
originally
there.
named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Man. Yo, they need to actually increase the freaking applause
The
sound effect.
Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vache.
Oh man. Of course, he is found guilty.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vache is guilty.
Oh man. The freaking Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale has actually ruined me. I've heard it way too many times on Facebook. Oh man, the freaking song. Why did they freaking turn that into a song? Now I cannot stop myself from laughing.
History. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
Yippee! We helped Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Navia?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted.
I really have to agree with Child right here.
Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to.
Child is the most freaking Chad character in the game now. Oh no.
What now?
Really?
None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What?
Hey!
What?
That's not funny. Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
A child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
Oh my gosh.
Please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Oh no. Child! No! Oh my gosh.
So this
Oh,
is how
bro.
justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got
Oh
mine too.
no. Yo, the Opera House is going to be a freaking murder scene at this point. Holy! God! Child! Oh man. That does not look good at all.
He's activating his spell legacy!
Yo!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Oh my god. God damn. What the hell just happened?
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Yo, I'm still
Apologies.
processing this
This is
information.
also
What
the
the
first
fuck?
time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final
Yo,
verdict of the
Charles did
court.
not do
All I
anything!
do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me?
Oh,
I had nothing to do with it.
really,
I
Nitle?
don't know what happened there
No.
either. Hey, stop staring at me!
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
Oh man.
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh my gosh, what is going on?
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance. With
What?
every action meant to stir
Oh,
up
come on, what
drama
is
and
this am I even
excitement.
hearing right now?
And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable! All shall be revealed
What the
in
hell?
time. You
Oh,
will
come
come
on.
to understand my noble intentions, as well as the
Yeah, I think
absolute
I'm
correctness
already
of the
getting annoyed by
Oratrice's
Purina, not gonna lie.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to
Toodaloo.
make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
A way to pull the rug out from under her.
However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff, so he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Oh my god. What the hell did I literally just saw? I have no idea what I just saw. But yeah, no. Okay. Fine, let's just go right here.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
The dude is really gonna try and escape?
Hey, traveler!
Oh, wait. Is he really going to talk to us?
Doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Okay.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache? I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
It was around the Fountain of Lucine.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Oh, man.
Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Okay, Novelet is being extra nice today.
You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, dokie. Now we are just going to bring him back to the freaking plaza. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let us check this one last cutscene first before we actually end this video. Okay, dokie. Come on.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then, I drank water from the primordial sea. It heightened my sensitivity to the hydro element.
And even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache.
Oh, man.
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vignier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache.
I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Will he just kill himself right here?
Vignier, Is that you? It's me, Vache. Yeah.
Did he just hallucinate? Yeah, I think he hallucinated.
Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Oh my gosh.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
Wait,
Oh my
you are
God.
not Vignere. Who are you?
Dude,
You're right.
what the hell?
I am not Vignere. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand.
Oh man.
As our bodies dissolved,
Dude, this
our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea.
this turned dark real quick.
Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea.
The background music is
And we
also
were no
dark as
longer
well.
individuals, but we became one. Just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemonade. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignere.
Why? But then, where is Vignere?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your
Oh my
selfishness
God.
robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignere's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignere's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Looks like I didn't meet Vignere then either. Oh man. They wanted to lure him from the very beginning.
She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignere. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show
Oh
no
my God.
mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? 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 Vache?
Oh my God.
Drown.
Oh man. Dude, how did this turn into freaking horror? What the hell? Genshin Impact turned into horror just for a few minutes right there. Several days later, really now? We skipping? Oh my god.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
My legs are killing me.
Ah, well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the court since then. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
So his name's definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
I just noticed it's
been the
actually raining in
dearest wish of
Genshin Impact
Demoiselle all along.
for the first time.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give
Wow.
up on the case all those years ago.
Things turned out as well as they could have.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust
Man.
Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarend wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
Yeah, you forgot about
I should
child.
pay a visit to my father's grave and
Oh,
tell him the truth of what happened.
I
as
think
well as
everyone
how it
has
all
now
ended.
forgotten about
And on
child.
top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Can I come too?
We want to go too. We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
Then in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
Yo, it really is raining for the first time in Genshin. Man.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nervalette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say
Speaking
you
of
don't
which,
need to
where is
apologize?
Silver? I haven't even seen
So
him.
Navia and Nervalette seem to have made their peace as well.
Yeah,
Let's
it
not
seems
disturb
like
them
it.
for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Yeah, give them some time. Oh, wow.
Paimon's never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not unusually supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
think it's fine.
Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be too mad.
Cover her face. If she took it seriously.
Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit? If we can't talk to Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Okay, okay. You know what? I think we can actually end it here right now, guys. So yeah, I guess we will actually save the talk with Novelette for the freaking next video. Also, this has actually been a very, very long video. Just because of me, I'm extending it right here. But yeah, I guess this will actually come to the conclusion of Act 2. So probably in the next video, I might actually be doing the Act 3, which will actually start with talking to Monsieur Novelette. But man, holy! Also, yo, Chad is still in freaking prison. Are we literally just going to ignore that? Dude, Chad is literally ready to fight to the freaking death to literally escape the Cote de Fontaine, but then suddenly Monsieur Novelette literally just hit him hard right there. God damn, to think that he can actually defeat a freaking Fatui Harbinger by himself is just rather impressive. I'm pretty sure Traveler might actually die if he actually fights Miss Musu Novelette. But yeah, apparently it's a good thing that he's on our side. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully, guys have enjoyed. Make sure to actually leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Also, make sure to check me out on X and also on Facebook if you guys are interested. I also currently stream on Twitch, as I said earlier. So make sure to actually check that out as well. I currently stream Honkai Star Rail right there most of the time, and as of the moment, I actually just stream PDLC mods and some other stuff. So yeah, be sure to check that out as well. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.